The next morning over breakfast, Ni Zigwang told Lin Yusen that manager Chen had already discovered their relationship. Lin Yusen found this to be a relief, as it meant he no longer needed to invent excuses for their time together. Though he initially planned for them to take a train back to Suzhou due to Zigwang's fear of flying, Zigwang had a different idea. After seeing manager Chen and Wang Xian off at the airport, she admitted that she wanted to face her fear of flying to prepare for her family's upcoming trip abroad. More importantly, she had kept quiet in front of the others because she wanted an extra day to enjoy a deep tour of Guangzhou with Lin Yusen. Delighted, he immediately agreed to be her guide and bag carrier. The two began their date by shopping for phone cases. Lin Yusen displayed unexpected bargaining skills, securing a discount for several cases, including a Guangzhou limited edition. He chose a cute, rounded Sun Wukong case, leading to a playful conversation about their childhood idols. While Lin Yusen admitted to ranking his idols by strength and intelligence on his bedroom walls, Zigwang claimed she was a well-behaved child, aside from the occasional bout of rolling in the mud or battling geese with tree branches. When Lin Yusen asked for her next destination, Zigwang surprised him by asking to revisit the Kikai glass factory to study their photovoltaic PV garden. There, they were hosted by Mr. Wei from the engineering department. Zigwang asked detailed technical questions about ground source heat pumps and energy storage systems, even adding Mr. Wei on WeChat to follow up on cost data. When the staff noticed the boss, Lin Yusen, carrying Zigwang's bag, she jokingly explained that they operated on a project responsibility system where she was the lead and he was merely her assistant. Feeling like an ignorant client during her technical discussions, Zigwang resolved to study PV technology in secret. Lin Yusen comforted her by admitting that he too had to cram cross-disciplinary knowledge to maintain his professional image at the company. They spent the rest of the evening following a food map, ending their night with a late-night visit to a famous roast goose shop since they didn't have to wake up early the next day. The following day at the airport, Lin Yusen revealed his small surprise. He had spent the morning buying various local snacks they hadn't tried. He planned to give them to her as blind boxes whenever the plane hit turbulence to distract her from her anxiety. During the flight, Zigwang was so nervous that she reflexively grabbed Lin Yusen's hand, only to let go in embarrassment once the air cleared. Upon landing, Lin Yusen suggested she give the remaining snacks to her friends as souvenirs, jokingly noting that he needed to win over her allies one by one. Back in Suzhou, Zigwang insisted on visiting Ping An Temple alone. Feeling that her previous wish had been granted too quickly, she wanted to cancel any misunderstandings and instead pray for Lin Yusen to remain safe, healthy, and by her side. When she emerged, Lin Yusen teased her for looking guilty, but she only vaguely described her wish as a special prayer just for him, before jokingly adding that she also hoped for a good prize at the upcoming company annual party. Meanwhile, a financial crisis struck the sector as Remung Energy faced a major default. Thanks to Zhuang Qiu's early warnings regarding falsified documents, Wire Bank managed to avoid a massive loss. Sheng Zhongke praised Zhuang Qiu for his foresight, and Chris offered a sincere apology for her previous skepticism. To celebrate their narrow escape, the investment banking team held a private dinner. During the meal, Zhuang Qiu received a call from his younger brother Zhuang Fei, who was visiting for the winter break. While his colleagues teased him, assuming he was living with a girlfriend, Zhuang Qiu clarified the situation. Back at his apartment, a slightly tipsy Zhuang Qiu found a book of poetry and wondered if Zigwang would have worried about him or called to check on him if she had followed him to Shanghai. His brother Zhuang Fei brought him water and mentioned that their friend Rong was also in the city. At the office, Zigwang presented the proposals for the PV garden. Although she preferred the aesthetically pleasing building integrated photovoltaics (BIPV) system, She worried about the high costs during an industry downturn. Lin Yusen encouraged her to choose the high-standard option, arguing that it would serve as a demonstration for clients and improve the staff's environment. However, during a subsequent meeting, the atmosphere turned cold when the CFO mentioned that the shareholder, Remote, Yun Cheng, was long overdue on investment payments for the factory expansion. Zigwang felt deeply embarrassed, knowing her father was the one responsible for the delay. Later, Jiang Rui called Zigwang to celebrate the start of his vacation. He questioned why she had changed their family plans from an overseas trip to the Changbai Mountains. Zigwang explained she preferred the local resort's quality and cuisine. She also confided in him about the embarrassment of her father's company defaulting on its payments, but Jiang Rui advised her not to take corporate matters personally. Meanwhile, a high school class group chat revealed that many of their former classmates were planning to visit the same resort in the Changbai Mountains, making a large reunion inevitable.